Showtime Moment 2 is a Thrustmaster ambassador. Thrustmaster is launching a new joystick base, and they sent me one free of charge in exchange for an honest review. What is this product actually called? My Thrustmaster contact told me it should be pronounced AVA. Their official video calls it AVA, but I guess calling it AVA wouldn't be wrong either, because it stands for Advanced Versatile Aviation. The idea behind it was to make it easily adjustable to individual player styles and requirements of different aircraft types. It should be equally suitable for flying military jets, warbirds, civil airplanes, helicopters, or spacecrafts. You are able to quickly change 4 functional elements: the axis curve, resistance, travel, and damping. That covers the versatile and aviation parts. In what way is it advanced? It features a metal mechanism, which is certainly a great improvement over the old HOTAS Warthog, which only had one setup and couldn't be easily adjusted. It felt pretty good for flying military jets, but perhaps less so for other aircraft types. The new AVA is however fully compatible with existing Thrustmaster products. As you can see, despite different dimensions, I could easily fix my AVA base to the Warthog plate. The base comes without it, and if you want to play on your desktop without fixing the base, you will need a plate, which can be ordered separately, or you can use an older one like me. The Warthog grip is also perfectly compatible with the AVA base, as is the F-18 grip or the Viper grip, which is the same as the Warthog one. Thrustmaster suggests that more grips will be added in the future, but no details are yet available. The easiest way to adjust your base is by changing the spring tension. You simply insert the Allen key which came with the base in the specific hole and rotate it in the required direction. After having used HOTAS Warthog for a while, I found the initial setup a bit wobbly, especially in the roll axis. But a slight adjustment can take care of that. The base comes with changeable cams, springs, and masks. The masks define the distance that the stick can travel. The one installed in the base by default is extra large, and you can replace it with medium or small. You receive 2 additional pairs of springs. You can install soft or medium springs, while hard springs are installed by default. You will also get a pair of replacement cams named Arrow. These are primarily used for civilian aircraft, while the default cams are named Jet, and they are designed for sharp and hard movements. Replacing the springs, cams, and masks is very easy, and it doesn't take much time. The only tools you need are 2 Allen keys provided with the product. First, you unscrew the 4 screws holding the cover. After removing the cover, you loosen the screw holding the first cam. Then you loosen the spring. Now, you release the screw holding the cam and remove it. We have now replaced the Jet cam with the Arrow cam. We can also replace the hard spring with a soft or medium one. You then repeat the procedure for the second axis. Your flight stick setup is now much softer, which is more suitable for civilian aircraft or helicopters, which require many small adjustments around the center. I have to make a small disclaimer here, as my personal experience is very limited in that aspect. I don't fly Microsoft Flight Simulator or similar simulations, and I have only flown helicopters a little bit in DCS world. But I'm sure that adjustability of AVA base will be quite adequate for any player who prefers this way of flying. But let's go back to using jet cams and hard springs. AVA base is certainly an improvement over HOTAS Warthog base, as it makes small movements around the center easier and more precise. There's none of that stickiness which required you to apply force to overcome it, resulting in a longer travel than intended. Also, unlike the Warthog base, with AVA base, you progressively need to apply more force as you move away from the center, which I suppose is realistic. One thing I miss from the Warthog base is the feeling you get when making larger movements. Ava feels a bit springy in the sense that it's obvious you are in fact pulling springs instead of operating hydraulics. But I suppose this is just a matter of getting used to it. I've only had about 10 days to properly test it before making this review. There is one more accessory available for Ava Base. Offset adapter enables you to adjust the orientation of the grip to 15 or 30 degrees. The adapter is sold separately. Ava Base is currently available for pre-order with final availability set for 22nd of May 2024. For the current price, check out the Trustmaster webshop. Ava Base is a product that Trustmaster definitely needed to remain competitive in the market. Many sim fans will appreciate its flexibility, and I hope the whole range gets expanded with additional grips, so you can feel more immersed flying your favorite aircraft. Should you decide to buy Ava or any other Trustmaster product through their webshop, feel free to use my code SHOWTIME112. Unfortunately, it won't get you any discount, but a small percentage will come my way, making future content on the channel more likely. Thank you and keep watching SHOWTIME112.